guys. So today, as the title says, I'm doing the Goodreads book tag. I have no clue who created this originally. I haven't found it, but I did see Christine from Pullin' Bananas Books do this, so I will link her video down in the doobly-doo. I'm just going off of oral because I can't find an original. I can't find a list of questions. This is just what I wrote down after listening to Christine. By the way, I am still sick. I'm going to be sick for a while. My Goodreads and other links where you can follow me is down in the doobly-doo. Let's get started! Number 1, what was the last book you marked as read? As of last night, I did Battle Magic by Tamara Pierce. I finally finished this. #Yearthon is going on, and it's fantasy, so I just read the last 127 pages of this. It was good. Expect a book review coming soon. What are you currently reading? For #Yearthon, we chose to read 1/4, The Final Empire, Mistborn Book 1 by Brandon Sanderson. I've already read the prologue and started chapter 1. It is so good. I can't wait to finish this. Number 3, the last book that you marked as TBR. That would be Tiger's Curse by Colleen Hoke, because I finally got my hands on it, so I can finally just read it. So, but this is at the bottom of the TBR list, so I'll get to it eventually. What book do you plan on reading next? Technically, that is still this, but if I manage to finish it, I'm going to read The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson, Book 2. Do you ever use the star rating system? Yes. Now, there are problems with it. We need, at the very least, half stars, because I mark books that I didn't like and I mark books that were okay as 3 stars when one is a 2.5 and one is a 3.5, but there's no 5s, there's no 0.5s, there's no nothing, so I have to mark it as a 3-star, even though one I liked and one I didn't. One I want to own, one I never want to see again. So frustrating. Number 6, are you doing a 2015 reading challenge? Yes, I am. I am planning to read 125 books this year, and I am currently 3 books ahead of schedule, so I'm right on time. Number 7, do you have a wish list? Yes and no. On Goodreads, what I have is my personal library wish list. It's not the most accurate. It's not all the books that I have written down in a list that I carry with me. That's my real wish list. It's weird. I have to have read it to make that list, even though, like, this I purchased, and this is on my wish list, but I haven't read them because I have book 2, so I want book 1. Yeah, it's not the most accurate thing, but I just felt like creating it. And I'll talk about wish list organization later. What book are you planning on buying next? Technically, I am in a book buying ban because I need to buy a real camera, because I'm going to Comic-Con, and this thing can barely do 1.5 videos. I'm really lucky if my cell phone lasts the whole video. I need to get a real one for Comic-Con, because I'm going to be filming for hours on end. I need a real camera. It's several $100s. I don't have a good job right now. I'm only getting $50 a week. I need to get a full-time job, and if I do that, I can buy it. But until now, no books, no buying of almost anything that I want. So, what book I'm planning on buying is after Comic-Con. I'm going to go off my book buying ban. And the first thing I want to get is The Glam Guide by Fleur de Force, because that's coming out in the US in June. And Comic-Con is the last weekend in May. Any favorite quotes you would like to share? So I glanced at my Goodreads before I filmed this, and for some reason the first quote on there is from Glass by my girl LA Knight, and it's after Alyssa has done something really dumb, gotten into a whole lot of fights. The male lead, Jack, is like, oh, you know, we did something really stupid today. And she goes, yeah, we never should have had sex without that darn condom. And he's like, what? It was just an amusing quote that I love from this book. Now, who are your favorite authors? Obviously, my girl LA Knight, she's my best friend, she's an author. I am her beta editor because she is one of the few people I can reread a bazillion times and not get sick of it. I mean, I've read part of this 60 times. Also, J.R. Tolkien, author of The Lord of the Rings. Hiromu Arakawa, the author of Fullmetal Alchemist. I have not read everything that she has written, and that bothers me. I've only read Fullmetal Alchemist and a few others. And John Flanagan, another auto-buy author. So these 4 are my faves. Have you joined any groups? Obviously, I am in #Yearthon, hence why I'm reading this. But I have also been in 4 other groups that I have left. First was the Booksplosion Goodreads group, but they've never read anything that I've been interested in before, so I left that group. Then I wanted to do Year of Cosmere so I could read the Mistborn series, but I'm supposed to be on book 3 as of this month, and I haven't even read book 1, so I had to leave that one because I'm like, 5 books behind. Then I also joined Little Book Club by Cass from the Little Book Owl, but she's only had 1 book that they read for a month that I wanted to read, and that was Obsidian from the Lux series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. She's never done anything since that I wanted to read. I've had to leave that group, so I'm not part of any groups right now other than #Yearathon, but I'm keeping my eye on Booksplosion and Little Book Club. What could Goodreads do better? The final question. Okay, I have a list. First, there's the rating system, which is irksome. A lot of people have talked about maybe doing a percentage. I wouldn't mind that. I would prefer, however, to do stars with half stars. That is my preference. So, Goodreads, if you could give us that option, that would be great. People have been asking for a change in that for years now, and they haven't done anything. Having more control over what you see from your friends would be nice. Facebook does that. I think MySpace did that. Tumblr, you can block certain tags. I don't care and want to hear about my friends reading porn. I don't want to see all their updates from it because sometimes they use GIFs and it's just too much. So that would be nice because I would like to see some things, but being able to tag certain things or block certain books, that would be great. Another thing is being able to move around the items on your list. Because I have my personal library wish list. There is no rhyme, reason, or order to it, and I'm OCD, and it bothers me. It'd be nice if it was like YouTube, where you can literally just tap on a book and move it up and down. That would be great. And the last thing is the search bar. Most annoying search bar I've ever used in my life. Christine talked about it, and she said something like the unbecoming of Mara Dyer. If you don't spell the unbecoming of Mara Dyer exactly, it doesn't bring up anything. Come on! Come on! No other search bar is that crazy. They can at least guess. Are you talking about the unbecoming of Mara Dyer? If you write something like Maya or Mara with an H at the end or Maria, it's so annoying all the time that I have to open up a new tab, go to a completely different search engine like Google and type in what I typed in before and then have to copy and paste what Google brings up into that search bar to get the book that I want. It's so annoying. Oh, Goodreads, connect with Google or something. Do something better about that. It's so irksome. So those are the top 4 things that Goodreads does that's so irksome to me. And that's the Goodreads tag. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to see more every Friday. It's a book review. I already have mine planned. My book is in the stack that your phone is currently sitting on. Good luck with your reading, and I hope Goodreads is good to you, and hopefully Goodreads will start listening to the fans and will, update. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye! First was the Booksplosion book. She's only done 1 readathon with a book that I wanted to read. Not readathon, but I'm kind of keeping my eye on Year of Kashmir, although I'm way behind on that, so I'm done with that one. Having more control what your friends, not what your friends post. Tumblr doesn't, and it's irksome. Well, Tumblr does. So those are the top 4 things that... Oh, I didn't say this. Alright, and go ahead. I'll put this in.